Okay, let's clap. All right, guys, let's clap. We are here. Like my like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is Toxic Talk Thursday. It is Thursday, August the 29th, 2025. 5 minutes after the hour, guys, and welcome to everyone in YouTube. God bless you. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen Janice Segure, only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. On this glorious Thursday morning, late August, we truly appreciate you guys. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. We truly appreciate you. Hope all your family's doing well this morning. The chat room is wide open, or you can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. This is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on this entire earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen Janice Segure, good morning. God bless. Good to see you. Look well this morning. And how are you, young lady?
Good morning. Good morning. Very well this morning. Peace and love, everybody. And hello, beautiful people. Let me just start off with the weather in my neck of the woods. Right now, the current temperature is 64 degrees and the high is going up to 74 and the lows will end the day at 56. Again, cloudy conditions expected all day today and winds picking up. I'm Janice Segure from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We are so happy to be here. Janice, before we start off, I just want a few thoughts in my head. There's this whole trend going on social media right now where it's saying that next year the federal government and state governments are going to prosecute folks for cheating. If you cheat and you find evidence, you could be subjected to whatever penalties of the laws of the particular state or in the country. Now, this sounds more rumor to me, and it sounds more because I didn't get a proper chance to research it. But it seems to be catching a lot of fire on social media, where people are thinking that maybe in the big beautiful bill from Donald Trump, that in that there's some kind of amendment in the bill that if you are cheating, whether if you're married or not, and you have proof, you can go to your local authorities, press charges on the person. And one of the main contributing factors of that, Janice Segure, is they were saying that they want to put a stop to all the assaults and misdemeanor crimes. And we're not even going to go to the death parts of it, but the crimes, like a lot of women or men are spray painting their partners' cars because they get caught cheating. They break in their phones. They're knocking down doors and destroying property. So there's a lot of property that's being destroyed because of cheating. So they want to try to slow that criminal activity down, because it really is a criminal. It's really criminal. You can't, regardless of, I know how the emotions is. I get it. I've been cheated on and I've got busted cheated in my life. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. Listen, I'm not a relationship expert. I've been thrown out of 57 women houses and I've been in 79 relationships. I get it. But I do so, but you just can't catch your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband and wife cheating and then get a can of spray paint and spray the car.
So how do you handle it then, Shawn? What do you do? What you tell? How should this be handled?
Right. So there's a lot of viral videos going out. And again, my fault, because I was doing some stuff this morning. And that's no excuse. I should have had all these videos ready. I apologize for that. But my other thing is that it's catching a lot of momentum because of the social media videos. Okay. And then tragically, someone got killed because a lady in Cleveland, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team with the one and only Queen Janice Segure. We are in the building.
Yes, we are.
One of the hottest podcasts is out here. I don't care what anybody says. So Janice, the girl went to the side chick's house where her husband was,
Mhm.
and the husband parked the car around in the backyard of the house.
Mm.
And I do apologize, guys. I do have the video. My fault. Hey, yo, Doug B, Doug, I know I called you earlier. I see, Doug, I gotta call you because I need your help for Saturday, September the 20th, bro. And Janice, she parked the car in the backyard, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean the husband, because
Okay.
he was over there with the side chick.
Okay.
The wife comes over. She got spare keys to the car.
Mm.
She takes the car, starts it, and put it in front of the house. Gets out the house, get out the car, and bangs on the door. And the girl, the side chick or the miss, whatever, is telling her, yo, get away from my door.
Uh-huh.
Now, the problem is the wife didn't know that 10 years ago, because the husband didn't tell her, that she did time for attempted murder.
Yikes.
So she banging on the door. Now, this woman was furious. And this is one of the reasons why they wanted to have legislation with cheating. The woman told her to get away from the door, right, Janice? And
okay.
Don't you know the side chick from in her house shot her gun through the door?
What?
But it didn't hit the wife.
Oh,
Now, at that moment, when a shotgun or a gun is fired and you hear it, instinctively you're just gonna run away.
I'm out of there.
Right. And I've been in that situation myself. Oh yeah, the Janet, I done lived the life.
Yes, you have a rough one.
But Janice, to my disbelief, it only got the woman more charged up. So the woman shot through the door. The bullet goes through the door. The woman didn't didn't stop. She continued to bang on the door.
Okay.
And Janice, now the husband is in the house, hiding in the closet somewhere.
Idiot.
Yeah. And then Janice, the woman broke the door down.
The wife broke the door down?
The wife broke the door down.
What?
She was enraged.
Yes, she was. She said, ain't no bullet gonna stop me. I'm getting in there.
And when she not bust the door down, the side chick shot her in the stomach.
Yikes.
It's not funny. And now when she got shot in the stomach, Janice, now she gets in a car to go to the hospital. But she drove to a local police station. Unfortunately, by the time they got her to the hospital, she passed away.
Oh my God.
And that's why they wanted to start this legislation about the cheating. Now, may this young lady rest in peace. I think she lost her life for no reason at all. I do understand the fury of it, and I get it. But you can't be going to nobody's house and breaking down doors. And guess what? They didn't file charges against the side chick.
What?
There were no charges filed at all.
Okay, did this recently happen?
Yeah, this happened about 4 or 5 months ago.
And no charges?
No charge, because the side chick had a lawfully armed gun.
Okay, and
she had a registered gun.
Okay.
In her house.
Sheesh, man. And the wife trespassed it.
Yeah, trespassed. So that's why it sparked this whole thing about if you get caught cheating, whether if you're going to be married or not, it doesn't matter what type of status it is. They want to start prosecuting this throughout the country. Janice, before we ask the chat room their thoughts, and welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning start right. Yeah. Shawn Harvey Morning Show features Wake Up Team with the Queen Janice Segure. Listen, guys, I'm excited about the numbers of folks that have purchased the tickets to the Brunching with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Let's keep pushing. Guys, get your tickets now.
Yes, get your tickets now.
Janice, do you think this country is ready to have a law that goes into effect for folks cheating on each other?
Nah, I think it's ridiculous and worthless, But I always say if you find your significant other cheating, then take it up with that significant other. But the woman, she didn't even heed to the warning. Like, she gave her a warning shot. She said, "Get away from my door, pal." And she still insisted on. I mean, that's crazy. She was woohoo, you know.
And
But
Janice,
I what?
do you think that people should spray paint the cars?
I think that's okay. You gotta retaliate somehow, It's like, okay, you know what? You really pissed me off right now. I'm doing something. Spray paint the cars, break the windows.
Hey, Janice, could you do me a favor real quick before we get into some stories? And
What's
guys,
that?
we truly appreciate. Could you find out really quick how much does it cost to paint an average car? How does that? What does that even look like, guys? Say if someone spray painted your whole car, they wrote cheetah, they put the big penis picture with the circle of balls. They got the mouth, they got all cursing, and it looked like bad graffiti. Guys, would you do that in the chat room? Would you spray the cars? And welcome to the show. I know one thing, Janice, I am too old right now for that.
Yeah. Who has time for that, right? I'm all out of giver, you know what? It's like, okay, whatever.
I'm so old. I can't. When confrontations come my way, the only retaliation you're gonna get from me, I'm gonna say something like, "You a goddamn lie."
Convincingly.
You a goddamn lie.
Oh, excuse me. So they're saying here for a DIY is $300, but to hire someone to do it, it can cost you about $20,000 for a professional. Yeah,
to paint a car?
That's what it's saying right here.
What?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. If you go to the hood, it costs like $3,000 to paint a car.
Yeah. You go to hood. If you do it yourself, it's $300. Yeah. But if you go to the hood, yeah, you can get it done for about $3,000. But if you go into a professional, they can charge you up to $20,000 or more.
Now it makes sense to do criminal prosecution. And my whole thing is this: God forbid if I was in that situation.
It makes sense if you're the guilty party, prosecute her, prosecute him. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think like what do you do about that? If you committed this act of cheating and you come outside and your car gets all sprayed up before we get into the show, do you prosecute the person you're in a relationship with? Yeah, like, okay, Janice, okay.
You could, I guess. If I come out, how they set up.
Like if my wife spray painted my car, and let's say this, not for cheating, I don't cheat, okay? Let's say something else.
Because you're too old. You don't do that no more. You're too old.
Yeah, I'm too old for that, right? but Janice, like, say if she got mad and spray painted my car.
Okay.
Would I prosecute? Like, would I go to the police? Janice, you want to know my answer to that before we continue on?
Yes, I do. What's your answer?
This is my answer, and I'll be honest. I'm not going to prosecute. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just be like, we got to work through this. But I don't want to see my beloved wife in handcuffs.
But if it was the end of the relationship, that's the end of the road, I would prosecute. But I think it's a waste of taxpayers' money to do all of that nonsense. But
hey guys, welcome to the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey, Morning Show Future Wake Up Team with the Queen Janice Segure. Hey, listen, guys, next week we have a bunch of guests. I'll let Janice know about that after the show. We got a few guests next week. So please tune in. One of them is Leslie Jacob. You guys remember Leslie, super promoter for Ultimate Soul Escape. She'll be on deck next week. We got a few more guests coming on, so we truly appreciate you guys. But guys, please get your tickets, man. We got a birthday party that's confirmed already. Y'all come on out to Brunching with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team with the Queen, Janice Segure, also Cindy J and Miss Miko. Y'all come on out and let's have a good time. I'm going to go into the chat room because I haven't been in the chat room in a minute, but we're going to go right to front page news with the one and only Janice Segure. Janice, what you got?
Yeah. Well, so today we're going to talk about Lisa Cook, the Federal Reserve governor who has been accused of owner occupancy mortgage fraud. Can you hear me okay? Am I loud enough? Or do I need to get close to this mic? I'm good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. Okay, so on August 25th, you know who posted a termination letter via his social media platform stating that he had fired Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook effective immediately. He's accusing her of mortgage fraud, claiming she designated 2 separate properties on her primary residence mortgage application loan. Okay, 2 properties. The allegations initially stemmed from this dude named, what's his name? Bill Palti. Okay, and he's the director of the Federal Housing and Finance Agency. What?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Janice. The Godfather. That's why I hate looking at the chat room. The Godfather Solar says, where's Earl Shine when you need him? Remember Earl Shine back in the day?
No, I don't remember Earl Shine back in the day.
Yeah, they used to do they used to paint cars back in the day.
Oh!
and the company was Earl Shines, and he says, where Earl Shines at when you need him? And I'm sorry, Jan, it was so funny. Like, continue. Janice, you don't remember Earl Shines back in the day?
Vaguely. I remember Mako. Didn't they paint also?
Yeah, they did, but he going way back.
Yeah, he going really way back. I vaguely remember that.
I apologize. Continue on. I'm sorry.
I was probably still in diapers, but anyway. So that entire allegation is from the Federal Housing Finance Agency Director, Bill Pulte. He's claiming that Cook lied on her primary residence mortgage application quite some time ago. But according to Fannie Mae, there are exceptions to the rules. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, despite whose allegations and announcements of firing Lisa Cook, she remains on the job. She says that she flatly rejects his claims of sufficient cause under the Federal Reserve Act to remove her, and stated she's not going to resign. Okay, she's not going to resign. And as of today, she is currently still serving her duties as the Federal Reserve governor. Her lawyer said that she will be filing a lawsuit to block them and what they deemed as legally removing her, based solely on a referral letter. So again, she's still there. She's still working. The Federal Reserve stated that they would follow any court ruling on the matter. And that's it in reference to Lisa Cook. But I think the big picture is, what is he up to? Why is he really, what's the bottom line, in reference to this whole entire allegations against Lisa Cook? Why is he trying to boot her out of there? What say you?
Welcome to the
show. Shawn. Oh my God.
Yeah, because just put in $99.
Hold on.
You go away. You don't remember the commercials? You can pay your car for $99. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's me.
Yo, Tracy Ray got me bugging right now. I'm so sorry. He put in $99, and that's exactly what it was. Like, you got the low maintenance job. Like, for $99, they only painted your one door. You know, I'm sorry. I should have never looked at the chat room. Oh God. Okay. This is something very interesting. Shout out to Princess Cox, no pause. Ms. Miko be here tomorrow. Hold on, let me just gather myself. It's just the way he just put 99. He didn't explain that. He just put $99 and it just tickled me. I apologize.
Well, wait, did you see what Sister Social said? He just
No.
painted the car. He didn't shine it.
She put what?
He just painted the car. He didn't shine it. That's good.
All right. Now, here's an interesting thing about this particular story that Janice Segure has shared, and this and we briefly had a conversation about it the other day, Janice and I, and Janice has been she's polarized for politics at the moment.
Yes.
Janice, before we get into the Lisa Cook thing, Janice Segure has a deep rooted resentment for politics and also with Donald Trump. She can't even say the guy's name. And it was a crushing blow for her in November last year when Donald Trump and the whole crew escorted all us Democrats out into the street.
Yeah, I really felt like all hell broke loose. But go ahead.
Right, and if you can look, guys, if you look at Janice's face right now and her expression, she looks very disappointed and very sad. This is traumatizing to her to even share this story. If you notice, she couldn't say his name and nothing. Yeah. Why did that tickle me? It tickled me because Janice needs to confront her deep resentments and she has to confront everything that's about Donald Trump. Now, on this show, Janice, you'd be pleasantly surprised that we all dislike Donald Trump on this show, mostly done. And anybody that got love for Donald Trump, we scream on.
Yay.
So I want to give you a round of applause, Janice, because I know that was a lot to get through. Because like Janice really, really, really has a problem with this whole political scene and the president.
Yes, I do, and I just want to say, add to what you're saying. Excuse me for cutting you off. When November came around and that following day it was announced, I did not turn the television on. In fact, that night, as I was watching the numbers and everything, go down, I went to bed. I'm like, okay, I'm done watching it. I know how this is going to turn out, tomorrow. And yeah, unfortunately, I woke up and I was extremely disappointed. I even asked people to, don't send me no happy birthday, because my birthday was November 4th. And I was like, don't send me a happy birthday wish. Just, go out and vote. Just please, just go vote. Man, everybody let me down. I was like, man, this is horrible.
Yeah. So wait, election day was your birthday or the day after your birthday?
Well, November 4th. I can't remember if it was November 4th, the day of my birthday. I think it was the day of my birthday. I'm like, what a great birthday gift, please vote for Trump. Please, excuse me, 40 and slip. Please vote for Kamala. That's the best birthday gift anybody can get right now. Come on. But it didn't happen.
And guys, you didn't notice, but Janice stayed in her house all the way to March the 17th.
Oh, I was so disappointed.
Everybody, could you put the prayer emojis in the chat for Janice right now while she goes through this now? Lisa Cook, God bless you. This is an African-American woman who stood on business. She knew the law. She's a governor of the Federal Reserve, maybe just kind of like a committee member of all the other governors. This is a huge responsibility. And matter of fact, she was appointed by our good friend, Sleepy Joe Biden. And remember this, and y'all keep forgetting, Biden appointed so many African Americans to high-level federal posts that are kind of like lifetime posts or positions for 15 years and more. And Joe Biden broke the record with presidents of hiring nothing but minorities. He kept his promise when he said that if there is an available Supreme Court opening, it would be an African-American woman who will get that seat. And Joe Biden did that. Now, y'all got on my ass when the years back when I was like, yo, I'm a Biden guy, and y'all gave me a whole bunch of crap in this chat room. And I was the first one in this room that supported Kamala Harris 10 years ago when she was running for president, and y'all thought I was crazy then. I took that L with everybody else with Kamala Harris. I felt like a damn fool the next day after the elections when she got gangbanged by the electoral college. She got Pornhub. She got molested by the vote. I never want to see this woman again.
What?
She's done. She's done. The performance was horrible. She cannot. I got love for Kamala Harris. You did such a poor job. And your guy who you voted for vice president, Mr. Ash, he looked like my social studies teacher in the 8th grade at junior high school 120. He couldn't even win his state.
Oh, God. But see, and that kind of thing makes me believe that, there was a whole lot of trickery going on over there. I just can't believe people actually did not vote for them and vote for that. And look at what we're experiencing now.
Nobody wanted to vote for the overweight Mr. Rogers.
I did.
And Kamala, who I love, and y'all know that, she got beat so bad that she could never run for political office again or president. Now.
Wow.
Now I say this because she lost, Miss Janice Segure. She lost so bad.
She did.
New York State is a heavy Democratic state. 90% Democrat. It was 60% of they won by 60%. Now I say all this to say.
Hey, LaShawn, my sister, November 6th. Hey, Scorpio, sister. Go ahead, Shawn. You say all this to say what?
She was her birthday was November 6th.
Yep, November 6th. She said she was disappointed too.
So it's safe to say that we could blame LaShawn Haynes Jones and Janice Segure for this terrible performance because their birthday wound up somewhere around Election Day. And I'm going to swing back around because God bless Lisa Cook, an African-American sister, well-educated young lady that wasn't going for the effery. Donald Trump was sat on his high horse and wanted to dismiss this woman for some fraudulent mortgage that everybody's doing anyway. And you trying to get rid of her on a technicality. And this woman said, I'm not going nowhere. She came to work yesterday. They let her in the building.
Yes, because she's not fired.
She is not fired, and she will retain her job. And it swings back again to folks who are the minorities who voted for Donald Trump. And I'm going to start with us black folks who voted for Donald Trump. I have blocked all of you. I don't deal with you because he is gutting out the federal government with prominent positions for minorities because he don't want people of color nowhere near power. There is not one Latino on the board. And you can't count Marco Rubio. He hasn't been Latino in 42 years.
Excuse me. Yeah. They're saying that if Cook is removed, this is going to strengthen his, ability to influence monetary policy independence. Okay. He's going to enable, pressure over interest rate decisions. Like he's putting everything in place. He's got some nominees coming up also. So he's trying to put everything in place. I think he's playing chess. He's not playing checkers. He's moving everybody in position so that he can have control. I mean, look what he's doing with in DC. Federalizing the government. Go ahead.
And shout out to Lisa Cook. You hold your ground, young lady.
Yes.
The president doesn't have that power to just fire you just cause.
Right.
You did the right thing and you're doing the right thing. And we are supporting you. And now it comes to the point where this is what I'm more this. Oh, Sister Soldier has put the hearts in the chat room. Come on, Janice, let's put the hearts in the chat room. Hold on. Right, this is very important.
Let me find where I
put it. I put mine in there.
Now what?
This goes back to, and then we're going to move on. This goes back to blacks not voting for president because y'all didn't want to vote. But I don't want to vote. I don't like nobody. I'm not going to vote. And that's the reason why Kamala also lost because a lot of people didn't come out to vote. Hey, Greg Youngenut, I need you in the building Saturday, September 20th. Bring Brooklyn out. I need Brooklyn. I need Prentice. I need the Godfather Solar. I need Youngenut. Pause. I need younger nut. Pause. I need younger nut in the building. Pause.
Okay, I did it. All right, yeah, I did it. Well,
Younger nut is it got to be 40 or 50 years old. Should he still be called younger nut or older nut?
well, when you get a certain age, you still want to be called young. So I was saying the poll is
The younger nut got young nuts. Pause.
Oh man. Okay.
All right, what else you got, Jan?
Okay, well, hold on. I lost my
Princess is like, hey, yo. Younger nut, do younger nut have young nuts?
Now, let me add this, okay? For anybody who is considering using 2 addresses or more as their primary residence for a mortgage loan, you can do so according to Fannie Mae if you do if you have 1 or 2 things, right? If you are a parent providing housing for a disabled adult child and they live someplace else, you can use, that address as a primary mortgage. And if you are a child, an offspring providing housing for your parents, you can have 2 primary residents. You can list that on your mortgage application, in other words. Okay, so for those who are, considering or thinking or wondering, how to get around that, that's a way. Okay,
guys, is younger nuts young, or does he got older nuts? Should it be Gregory older nut, or is it Gregory younger nut? Paul. Guys, you see what the Trump administration is doing. That's why I don't have any sympathy, again, if we want to go back around that circle, with the Latinos. 60% of them voted for Donald Trump, and y'all guys getting shipped out the country, and your life has been disrupted. Your kids can't go to school, and you running around hiding from ICE agents, and that's what your punk ass gets. Do I have some sympathy? I do, because I don't want to see kids running around in vans, and that's a lot.
Right.
But that's what you voted for.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Cook, you are the African American hero of the year. Yeah. You stood up to the narcissistic King 45, Donald Trump, and you said, as an African American woman, I am going to work tomorrow.
Yes.
She said that. She defied the Darth Vader himself and went to work. And the Fed chair, who scared the death of Donald Trump, who, by the way, is getting ready to resign because his term is up. Thank God this guy had enough younger nut pause to let this woman in the building. Lisa Cook, you are our hero.
Yeah, stand tall.
As an African American woman, you, as Black folks say, as the neighbors say, you stood on business. And who are you, man? Lisa Cook, where are you from? You're the only African American sitting on the powerful Federal Reserve committee. We got so much love and respect for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You went up against Darth Vader himself, and you are winning so far, and you filed a lawsuit. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this. What happened?
I don't know. What happened?
Here you go.
He is serious.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth. We used to dance like that in the shadow back in the day after work. That's how Tracy Ray used to dance in the Boom Boom Room Thursday night in the shadow after work on 28th Street. What else you got?
He said, come get this. Okay. The Minnesota shooting that took place yesterday, August 28th, right? Yesterday was August
Get a
28th.
little closer to the mic, Janice.
Oh, okay. The shooting that took place yesterday, the Minnesota attack. The attack happened during mass on the third day of school when students and faculties gathered in the adjacent Annunciation Catholic Church. Police received the first report just before 8:30 a.m. Central Time. The shooter opened fire through the church windows, targeting children and worshipers inside. The weapons used included a rifle, shotgun, and pistol, all allegedly purchased and recently acquired. The victims were two children, ages 8 and 10, who were killed while seated in the pews. Okay. The total number of victims shot were about 17. 7 of them were critically injured. And I lost part of my report. But anyway, that's what happened yesterday. And I want to say this, uh, with everything that Trump is doing, as far as moving the National Guard into all these various states and what have you, why doesn't he do something about this? Like use the National Guard for something like this. Like, this is crazy.
Guys, you see, Janice is not used to being on the camera like this. She will be at a certain point because
I still look nervous.
she's a professional voiceover, and she does and has experience in live FM radio. I know that because I used to work with her on live FM radio.
Yeah.
And Janice is a professional at what she does, seriously. But her being on this show, Janice is having a challenge showing her facial expressions. We can read everything that you're thinking, which is amazing because that's what we do here. So when you share these stories, especially with the Trump thing and not excluding the school shooting, I get into that in a minute. Let's give Janice Segure a round of applause because these are certain stories that she sharing, and you can see her facial expression. So that means you care, Janice. Now,
oh my God!
Now, Tracy Ray's on the roll again because I had to step. I wanted to move my face because he was talking about the school shooting. I was smiling. And it wasn't because of that. It was just Tracy in there. He writes the boom boom. What does he write again? He's on fire today. He write the boom boom against the wall. And oh man, but Janice, you've been a housewife for 75 years. I don't know if you know anything about this, but we were in the boom boom room. It was like Pornhub in there back in the day. Now, our condolences go out to these young folks, man, who, oh my God, like praying while they're in school and they passing away through the gunfire. Active shooter in Minnesota. And it seemed like there's a lot of active shooting in Minnesota. And these are those type of states where you can purchase a gun. If you don't have any record, you get a gun. And it just seemed like it's the same type of person. It seemed like to me it's the white kid from 16 years old to 20 to 30 years old. And for them to do this cowardly act and cause this much pain and the loss of life of little kids is horrific. And our condolences go out to the families. And it breaks my heart that there's certain gun laws that people can't be responsible with a gun. I'm for guns. I mean, if you're a responsible person, you should have a gun. Especially, where I live. I live in the country, so everybody on this block has a gun. But my whole thing is when you purchase guns, when people are eligible to purchase guns that have mental issues, and that they have a history of weird behavior, they shouldn't be allowed to purchase a gun. And for this young man to commit this horrific crime, bro, I say it all the time, and people get mad at me because I'm an advocate for people killing themselves. Because if you got such a problem, young man, why you have to go to a school? If you about that life, why don't you go to the police station? Pull out your gun and have a firefight with other people who have guns.
Right.
Go out like a real dude. Don't go to a school with kids that are 8 years old and shoot them. They can't defend themselves.
No.
You got a high power rifle that you paid $1,000, $2,000. Put it to good use. Go to the police station and have a firefight.
Okay. I don't agree with all that.
Have a firefight. If you have a gun and you got a problem with your life and you don't want to live no more and you want to take people out, go find people who got guns and fight it out. But to go to a school, a Catholic school, any school, and you such a bitch ass neighbor that you barricade the door and you crack a little, you break the glass with your gun and you randomly shoot into the classroom is unforgivable to me.
It is.
And then your punk ass gonna go around the corner and kill yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You could have did that on your, bro, you could have did that on your own.
Right. Right. In the private comfort of your own home.
Right. In the comfort of your own home, in your car. People, you could have left your note.
Right.
You could have had Biggie playing in the background, Suicidal Thoughts. You ever heard that song by Biggie Smalls, Suicidal Thoughts, Janice?
Probably. How's it go? I don't remember it.
It's a song about suicide. You play that and you take yourself out. You don't go to a school and do this.
Right.
So you're going to start a firefight with a gun, and then here come the heroes with the guns, and it's too late.
It's too late.
When you got a high-power rifle, you should go fight with other guns. But it doesn't, that makes too much sense. Because you're a coward. And again, our condolences go out to these families in this school in Minnesota. These kids are just starting school. It is terrible.
It is. And it makes me think about, the topic, the discussion we had at the end of the show Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? And you were talking about how you got your first, your outfit on, first day of school outfit and everything, not trying to make light of the situation, but I was looking to see if anybody had on burgundy uniforms, and no one had on burgundy uniforms. But anyway, it's a horrible situation,
Guys, if you didn't miss the show last time, Janice Segure had her beloved children wear burgundy and yellow for 14 years in a row. And these poor kids with black shoes. And
black goes with everything.
but Janice refused throughout those 17 years that her beloved kids were walking across the street with a yellow top on and burgundy pants. Janice Segure refused to wear yellow and burgundy.
And a burgundy vest. Let's not forget that at times, yes.
Yo, Kareem Williams, what's up, bro, man? It's good to see you. Welcome to the show. You already know Leonard Roy, one of our all-time listeners from back in the day. Welcome to the show down there in Atlanta. We truly appreciate you. Yo, Kareem, man. Kareem, I'll give you some history, Janice. Kareem Williams, I believe, I might be wrong, was the young man that gave us the new title of Thursday, Toxic Talk Thursday. Because back in the day, we allowed the listeners to rename the titles of the show each day. Okay. And Kareem Williams, I believe, I got to ask Princess, I believe that he came up with Toxic Talk Thursday. So we appreciate you. Guys, put a number 1 in the chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number 2 if you're not. What else you got, Janice?
Okay, hold on. I want to put my number 1 in the chat room.
Let me put my number 1 as well. You're right.
I'm trying to be all fancy here, okay?
Hold on, let me try to put my number Let me put my number one in there. God, September the 20th. Yo, Kareem, come through. September the 20th. Matter of fact, hold on. While you doing all that, Janice, let's just do this real quick. And I got to send you this promo. I forgot. You want to get down, 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 and shake it to the ground. If I didn't have full arthritis in both my knees, I would shake it all the way down to the ground, but my knees won't allow me to do it. So I'm going to just shake it where I sit. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, Janice Segure. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Let's go. Should younger nut be older nut? Pull.
Older
Continue
nut. Well, this is light in the news. The Better Business Bureau is asking parents to be mindful when they are posting back-to-school photos and videos of their children on social media. When you do so, try and be as discreet as possible. In other words, a lot of parents are posting these videos and photos of their children's first day back to school, and their names are plastered on the photos, or the address, part of the address is listed on the photo, the teacher's name and the school, and so on and so forth. Better Business Bureau is saying that all of those little tidbits of information can be used towards, what is it called? Identity theft. So again, they're just putting out a warning, asking parents, please be mindful when you are posting your child's first day back to school photos and videos. Okay, I guess that's my PSA for the day, my PSA announcements for the day. So what do you all think about that? Are you posting, or are you posting photos of your grandkids or your children's first day in school? Shawn, what do you think? What say you?
Well, what they said, New York's not a real place on the internet. The internet is not a real place. Okay? So sometimes you got to be careful when you posting your child. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it because you're a parent. And I think that in the community of parenthood, there's other parents that can, acknowledge the photo. It's just the weird catch the predator guys you got to worry about, because this is peak season for the predators.
Shawn, you're crazy. Oh my God.
This is regular season for the predators. They've been practicing all summer. Now they coming out to play.
Well, because they got to put their ice cream trucks away.
Because they sitting there on the corner looking weird as the kids going to school, which I think everyone should be in jail or catch a beating for that. And I saw that happen, Janice, back in the day. There was this predator dude in front of my mother building, where my mother lived, on Rogers Place, right there in Annabelle. And he was disguised as a Jehovah's Witness. But he always used to stand across the street in front of the building with, now picture, like I'm from the hood. I live on a hood block. That's where I grew up on. And there's a lot going on in the hood. And then people playing basketball, the kids running around. There's a school across the street. This is where my block. And people going to work and going on with their everyday lives. And then you got a dude standing there trying to solicit Jehovah's Witness pamphlets at like the 1 in the afternoon in front of all these kids.
Mhm.
And we were looking like, yo, what is this dude doing? Like, you should be on the corner with that in a commercial area. You know, that's what I think. And then one of the kids in the building said that the guy across the street tried to touch her.
Mm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And why did that little girl say that? Because remember, they sell weed in front of my mother's building for 25 years. So it's a lot of thugs going on out there. And shout out to the thugs in front of my mother's building because they watch over my mother and God bless them. And Janice, when I tell you that this man caught a beating, he caught a beating. They took the pamphlets after they beat him and shoved it up his ass.
Literally?
This man was never to be seen again.
I guess not.
And that beating lasts for about 15 minutes. He was getting his ass beat down the block, around the corner. Nobody said nothing because everybody knew what this dude's motive was.
Right.
And you have people out there, men and women. And some of them, a lot of them, and I don't mean to go weird with this, but a lot of them work with kids.
Yeah.
You see a lot of high school teachers having sex with the students.
Men and women, yes. Mm-hmm.
Men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Janice, how do you feel before we go to the story? How do you feel when you see a woman teacher get locked up, like a 25, 30-year-old, for having sex with a 16-year-old boy?
Disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. In fact, there was a child, a teenager, who was dating his teacher, but she was his teacher in elementary school. So when he, was an adult, well, a young adult in high school, they started dating in high school. And I don't know, I think it's rather disgusting.
Right. So we say this to say that, well, I say this to say, there's nothing wrong with taking pictures with your kids and putting them on social media.
Right.
But know that out of the, 500,000 people that's looking through that picture, there's one weird person. And it's unfortunate. So you got to stay, vigilant with your children. Mm-hmm. And it's sad to say this because it should be something innocent that a child is taking a picture for their first day of school and the parents want to place it on social media. There's nothing wrong with that. Right. But you have to keep your guards up because you don't know who's out here in these streets doing the Chris Hansen. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you used to watch Catch the Predator back in the day with the one and only Chris Hansen in the building.
That was from Dateline, right?
Yeah, Dateline.
Yeah.
Janice, have you ever watched a few episodes of To Catch the Predator back in the day?
I did. I absolutely did. And it was rather hilarious. And like, get him. All these guys. Yeah.
The dude, one of the predators would come over with a pizza, like, I got the pizza.
No, I was just dropping.
No, I was just dropping off. And they would go like this, you want a slice? I got 2 slices for you. And then I think if you look up real quick, I think before we get out of here, I think Chris Hansen got caught up.
No.
I think you got to look up real quick. I think, if you don't mind, I think Chris Hansen got caught up in doing something weird. Put the number 1 in the chat room if you used to watch Catch the Predator. I thought it was hilarious. I thought and the show did serve its purpose. Like, if you thought that you wanted to do something weird like this, you could possibly get caught. I think Chris did, I don't know. I think he did something really weird. Like, I don't know, maybe he pulled out his penis at lunchtime. I don't know.
I didn't see.
Or maybe not. I don't know. But where did Chris Hansen go? Where did he go? He went from just a regular news reporter to being a star from Catch the Predator.
I thought he just resigned, but I'm not.
But where's Chris Hansen?
Where's Chris
Is
Hansen?
he allowed to be around kids? Is he a predator himself?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think Chris Hansen, he retired because of old age, whatever. I didn't hear anything that there is about him at all. But there is this platform called Roblox, and there's a guy on there, an influencer, who well, that's a long story. But anyway, Chris Hansen came out of his retirement to assist in catching some predators that were allegedly found on Roblox. Did you hear anything about that, Shawn?
Nah, I think Chris Hansen, because he was around a lot of predators,
And
he got infected with the predator disease
oh God, what's that disease called?
and went out and tried to call an 11-year-old.
Oh my gosh, Shawn, where are you getting this from?
I'm just this. I'm not. It's only speculation. It's not. I'm not saying that. I don't know, but I think something went down with Chris because where is he?
Where is he? Well, I'm gonna look it up for sure.
All right, guys. If you go on my Instagram page and my Facebook page, I put up a video on 5 things. I posted it yesterday. 5 things that you can expect from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature. 5 things that you can expect to happen at brunching with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up team at Comedy Hall. And one of them was obviously that is going down Saturday, September the 20th. Secondly, the menu, they have a great food menu at Comedy in Harlem, and the menu is the brunch. So I just want to clear that up. So whatever is on their menu that day is the brunch. The ticket price is separate from the brunch. So if you pay for the ticket, that doesn't include the food, because the ticket pays for the entertainment and the things that we need and any expenses that need to be covered. So I would say skip breakfast and come to Comedy in Harlem. They got a dope, affordable menu where you can sit down and eat while you enjoy the live podcast, the R&B singing, the comedy, and all of that. So I just want to clear that up. The ticket price doesn't include food. That's a separate price. So you come on out. What's another thing? The third thing you can expect is a whole afternoon of entertainment. So if you ever been to a podcast event, you know what it is. So we have a live R&B singer, we have a comedian, you see us live in person, we're going to talk that talk, and we're going to have a good time, and it's going to be positive energy. And one of the things I also said that I thought was one of the most important situations. Oh, you get the podcast live. I just said that. And one of them, I think the most important thing is that you get an opportunity to fellowship with some great folks that either you haven't seen in a while that's in the chat room, or folks that you never met before, but you see them every day, or you're in this group room. And that's the one thing that keeps me loving what I do here on this show is you guys, the people who support the show. So when you see folks live in person, I get a thrill as well to see you folks. So I think for me, that is one of the main contributing factor of doing this live event at Comedy in Harlem. So y'all come on out, because it's bigger than what it is, man. It's all of us getting together because we all put this work in, with the show. We all check in Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Us folks here on the panel and you guys in the chat room. So I just think that just to be amongst each other, Mama Harvey be in the building. So just all of us being together is what makes it very special for me. Now, Janice, this is something you don't know, and I'll tell you.
What?
And before we get out of here, the show's over, guys. I just want to say a few things. This is the first thing. This is the first thing I want to say. Oh, do you have another story, Janice?
No, I'm good.
Okay. First, there's 2 things I want to do, and I want to show the type of love and the commitment, Janice, and I'll prove it to you in this chat room. Guys, in the chat room, if you're in the chat room right now, put how many years you think you've been listening or supporting the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up team. Put how many years you've been supporting the show, if you can remember. I think the show's been going on for the last 8 years. But put in because I know Janice and I 10 years ago was doing a podcast. So we're doing internet radio before the Shawn Harvey Morning Show.
Mm-hmm.
So put in how many years, guys, before we get off the air, how many years you've been participating in the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. And this one, Janice, you don't know. I heard Chris Hansen might stop by. That's funny. Yo, let's give it up for let's give it up for the Godfather of Solar. He's been on fire today. Now, Janice, this is something you don't know, and I'll share it to you right now, okay? And if you could look in the chat room, they putting up these numbers, man. Guys, put in how many years you've been listening to this show, and God bless you. And it really means so much to me. So, Janice, listen, I'll give you a date next week because in November, we're going to bring the podcast to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And we're going to do it live in Pennsylvania.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So guys, we are putting in this work for the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. And we do appreciate your support. And I want to just let you guys know that I am totally 100% committed to this show throughout these years and today and moving forward. This show has been a blessing to me, my family, and everyone else. And I want to say this real quick while you're on the air, while I got Janice here. Janice, you don't know this, but I'm going to say this right now. And guys, I'm gonna say this while Janice is on the air so we all get her reaction.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus, Shawn.
Janice, I said this before back in the day, no new friends and none of that. But God has placed you in my life because of our passing of our beloved good friend, Ray DeJean. Mm-hmm. Because without Ray DeJean, you and I would have never met.
True.
And we honor Ray, and may he rest in peace. And we got so much love and respect for Ray. And Ray put us on FM radio.
He did.
And the name of the show was the Ray DeJean Show. I was like the silly sidekick, and Janice was the one doing the news. And we had another young lady with us as well that was sort of young and kind of trendy, and she was doing her thing.
Yeah, entertainment and stuff.
But before I get off this air right now, because I got to go, Janice, you can either think about it or you can answer now. Would you want to be a part of the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team moving forward?
Moving forward, yes. My answer is yes. Absolutely.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Everybody, come on. Hey, guys.
I can't turn that down, because I feel strongly like you feel, Shawn. We met through Ray, and then when he passed, that brought us around again, like we would see each other every now and then or whatever, and hey, what's up, after we were on the show together. But this brought us back around again, and I think it's, definitely a godsend. Yeah. And I'm very deep into spirituality and stuff. So yeah, this is definitely meant to be. So yeah, I'm in. I'm just gonna keep moving forward, and y'all can make fun of me and joke about me and my burgundy uniform, choice and stuff. I don't care.
Well, Janice, we appreciate you. And, we do have, Cindy J and Miss Miko's involved in the show. And, their time is very limited at the moment. And those are the type of situations that go on, life be life. And so God has blessed us. Yes. With Janice to come along in the show where we had personnel issues, and it had nothing to do with anything personal.
Right.
It's just that everybody's schedules change, and I understand that. And I'm on my own schedule, and I respect the fact that others that are on this show, who we do love and adore, have different schedules.
Right. Because
and in that turmoil, look what happened. Look what Black folks say. Look at God. Mm-hmm. Our beloved friend and one of a good friend of mine passed away, and Janice reached out to me, and I was like, well, wow, like Janice, like come on and rock with us. And the funny thing about it was I didn't hear from Janice in years.
Yeah,
years. And I just want to say that this is truly a blessing, and this team is stronger, it's better. we are so excited about the future. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring WakeUp team will be coming to Pennsylvania in November for my folks out here in the Lehigh Valley area and in the Poconos. So, guys, thank you so much for your support so far with the Brunching with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the WakeUp team. Please get your tickets now, and thanks. Go ahead, John. I'm done talking. Go ahead.
I just want to say thanks to everyone in the chat. Thank you all so much for the love that you're showing me right now. It is truly, truly, truly appreciated and very much needed. Thank you. Mwah.
So the question of the day is, should younger nut be younger nut or older nut? We'll get back to that tomorrow. All right, guys, we truly appreciate you. We see you guys tomorrow. It's nothing but love. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring WakeUp team. Janice, any last words you'd like to say real quick?
Peace and love, beautiful people. I hope you all have a beautiful day.
Okay, we are out of here.